When people hear the words investment banker, they usually think of one thing: money, big money, luxury apartments, expensive suits, Wall Street, and six-figure salaries right out of college. While some of those stereotypes are true, most people have no idea what investment bankers actually do. In reality, investment banking is one of the most demanding careers in business. The pay can be incredible, the opportunities can be life-changing, but the workload is often much heavier than people expect. So what exactly does an investment banker do? How much do they make? How do you become one? And is the career really worth it? Today we're breaking down the investment banking career path in simple terms. Let's get started. Let's start with the basics. Investment banking is not the same thing as working at your local bank. Investment bankers don't typically help people open checking accounts or apply for car loans. Instead, investment bankers help companies raise money and complete major financial transactions. Think about a company that wants to expand, build new facilities, acquire another business, go public on the stock market, or raise hundreds of millions of dollars. Those companies often hire investment banks for help. Investment bankers are the professionals who help make those deals happen. So what does a typical investment banker actually do? A large part of the job involves financial analysis, research, valuation, building financial models, preparing presentations, and supporting major transactions. For example, imagine a company wants to buy another company. Investment bankers may help determine what the company is worth, whether the deal makes financial sense, how the purchase should be financed, and how investors might react. Investment bankers help organizations make massive financial decisions, often involving millions or even billions of dollars. One of the biggest areas of investment banking is called mergers and acquisitions, often shortened to M&A. This happens when companies buy, sell, merge, or combine with other businesses. You've probably heard stories about major companies purchasing competitors. Those deals don't happen by accident. Teams of lawyers, accountants, executives, and investment bankers work together behind the scenes. Investment bankers help evaluate opportunities, negotiate terms, analyze risks, and structure transactions. Some of the largest business deals in the world involve investment banking teams. Another major responsibility is helping companies raise capital. Capital simply means money used to grow a business. A company may need money to expand operations, build new facilities, hire employees, develop products, or enter new markets. Investment bankers help businesses raise that money, sometimes through debt, sometimes through stock offerings, and sometimes through private investors. Their expertise helps companies access the funding they need to grow. You've probably heard the term IPO, initial public offering. This is when a private company becomes publicly traded on the stock market. Investment bankers play a major role in these transactions. They help prepare the company, evaluate its financial position, determine pricing, work with investors, and manage much of the process. When major companies go public, investment banking teams are often deeply involved. These transactions can be some of the most exciting projects in finance. Let's talk about the career ladder. Most people begin as analysts. This is usually the entry-level role. Analysts spend a significant amount of time building spreadsheets, performing research, creating financial models, and supporting senior team members. After several years, some move into associate positions, then vice president, then director, and eventually managing director. Each step brings more responsibility, more client interaction, and significantly higher compensation. The career path is demanding, but advancement opportunities can be substantial. Now let's discuss something people don't always mention: the hours. Investment banking is known for long work weeks, very long work weeks. It's not uncommon for junior bankers to work 60, 70, or even 80 hours per week during busy periods. Deadlines can be intense. Clients can be demanding, and transactions often move quickly. This is one reason compensation tends to be so high. The lifestyle is not for everyone. Some people thrive in that environment. Others decide the trade-off isn't worth it. Let's answer the question everyone wants to know. How much money do investment bankers make? Compensation varies based on location, experience, performance, and employer. Entry-level analysts often earn strong salaries compared to many other careers, but the real money often comes from bonuses. As professionals advance, compensation can increase dramatically. Associates often earn well into six figures. Vice presidents frequently earn even more. And successful managing directors can earn very substantial incomes. Investment banking remains one of the highest-paying career paths in business, but the compensation comes with significant expectations. Not everyone is a good fit for investment banking. People who succeed often enjoy finance, business, problem-solving, research, analysis, competition, and working under pressure. Strong attention to detail is critical. Communication skills matter, work ethic matters, and the ability to handle demanding schedules matters. This is not typically a career for people looking for an easy 9-to-5 job. Most investment bankers have bachelor's degrees. Common majors include finance, economics, accounting, business administration, mathematics, and sometimes engineering. Prestigious universities often receive significant recruiting attention. However, successful bankers come from many different backgrounds. Internships are especially important in this industry. Experience and networking often play a major role in securing opportunities. Let's talk about skills. The most important skills include financial modeling, Excel, valuation analysis, research, presentation skills, business communication, and problem solving. Investment bankers spend a tremendous amount of time working with financial information. The ability to analyze data and explain findings clearly is extremely valuable. Learning Excel at a high level is one of the best investments aspiring bankers can make. One of the biggest misconceptions about investment banking is that it's just about making money. The reality is far more complex. The job requires discipline, technical skills, attention to detail, and a willingness to work hard. Many people are attracted by the salaries, but not everyone is willing to handle the workload. Understanding both sides of the equation is important before pursuing the career. One reason people pursue investment banking is because of the opportunities it can create later. Many former bankers move into private equity, corporate finance, venture capital, hedge funds, consulting, business leadership, and executive management. The experience gained in investment banking is highly respected throughout the business world. That's one reason competition for these positions can be intense. So, is investment banking worth it? For some people, absolutely. The compensation can be outstanding. The learning opportunities can be incredible. And the career can open doors throughout the business world. But success requires sacrifice. Long hours, high expectations, and constant learning. It's important to understand both the rewards and the challenges before choosing this path. Investment banking remains one of the most prestigious and financially rewarding careers in business. It isn't easy, it isn't relaxed, and it certainly isn't for everyone. But for people who enjoy finance, analysis, business strategy, and high-performance environments, it can be an exceptional career path. The key is understanding what the job actually involves before chasing the title. Now I want to hear from you. Would you consider a career in investment banking, or do the long hours make it a deal breaker? Leave a comment below. And if you're interested in finance careers, business careers, salary breakdowns, healthcare careers, technology careers, and high-paying jobs, make sure you subscribe to Career Decode. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.